Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
Fine. I'll rest.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
I was wondering about that all the way home.
Otto may have heard something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Tomes.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound for a start. If any four-legged friend's ever done that before, I'm betting Tomes will have read about it. But what I want to know is, what happens afterwards? It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill...
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
Will do. And you do the same, eh?
Jill. Listen to Taya.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, Clive!
The patrons, what does that mean?
Oh, no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll. I still catalogue every item that arrives. Come to claim your just desserts? Best of luck out there, Sid.
All right, mate. I've been doing my bit to rare, and anyone... Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
Not all of the nobles made it out alive. Kupka and his men had their fun with more than a few.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her.
What do you need? Not saying fortune, do you? And?
Otto.
It's not.
She's been better. Tyres make good. Any word on Kupka's?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him. But we've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep no leads yet.
All right.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvass in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like. Oi, Otto, you got my gill? Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Up. When I get my hands on her.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest soon?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop. And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to... That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one. I've studied enough. I know that I can help the people here.
Well. All right.
Which is why I wrote up a...
For me?
Who else? First things first, I need equipment. And there's the designs for the stuff I need. And the other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefit, apart from the wood. I'll need...
Is that everything?
For now.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when we
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the store. Here's the list. Think you can find...
This lot?
Excellent.
It's paid. 100 times over. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it...
Thank you. Blackthorn.
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? I'll see what I can do.
My thanks. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Good oil in this should be enough to keep. How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I... It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about, you know, the one over at Martha's Rep?
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him.
Ah, Clive.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra...
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Martha.
He went up to Cressida on business. Now, as far as I know...
I'll look from there.
She had a man of Grieger.
Please, teach me how to fight.
If you're still in... When my shift is over, I'll spar with you.
If it ain't the lad who sing.
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find...
Oh. Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats sacking board and... if Martha didn't...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. And... But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the... But you're a dab hand when it comes to deal.
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank...
This shouldn't take long. That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks.
All right, Clive? You've...
I am. I've placed your various orders.
That's brilliant.
Is that...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent, so as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to it.
That's my good deed. Day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Shouldn't he be getting some rest?
Ah, Clive.
Talia.
Recovering, but she...
Of course. Take good care of her.
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Ah, that's right. He went to ask. He must have found something.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies. But she insists I rest.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like...
My father. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and...
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guard. His name...
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have a girl from the Northern Territory. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his...
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion just when his master needed...
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blast...
Quite. Though Torgal's power, his latent birthright, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an evil...
And regarding your original concern, why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose...
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work. Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
How goes the hunt for...
Largely. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers. If only we knew for...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
What?
Word.
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
'Twas a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Ah, my dear nephew. Through the good offices of young Sir Wade, as are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most, which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosa.
I was.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet, and come here and I'll show... It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluda. Now I think about it, there was something. The men seemed almost as if they believed, or were...
You have a keen... And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Roy... It may well have gone cold by now. But as they...
allow me to... As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned.
Very well, but be quick about it, my...
Mid's finished outfitting her little...
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
You're not going in there...
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy... I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all cooked. You have any trouble on the way, you ask.
Who is she?
I know we've heard nothing from her since he...
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome.
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
We shall. I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Over here! This one! Titan!
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. He was so eager to be there when your mother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
So, Lord Cook has finally made his mind.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Kupka, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Oh. Ah.